Um, all right. Today, as well as now, I was planning on going a little bit through this nonsense. And when we went through the Panda with the mic, Panda mic, we were confined. Now, confined has to do with evil, has to do with captivity. All right? Subjugation, servitude, enslavement, okay? This again, we have our taxation system that's going a little crazy right now. So this is all about the understanding of Aleph, all right? Confinement, you're inside here. Captivity, you can't escape. Restrictions, over here, those are your laws, your regulations, okay? And the subjugation, the servitude, and the enslavement. Again, your taxation is going a little crazy. Well, all this is the contrary of that, all right? When you get to the end of the alphabet and you get rid of it, you will be in freedom. So I am suggesting that we get rid of the alphabet, the spells, all right? Nobody wants that. I'm sure, you know, you're all attached to reading the newspaper, reading the Bible and all that, but that's your witchcraft. The spells are created by the alphabet. The alphabet is the spelling. So once we go toward the Antichrist, yeah, I just had to do my Batman voice here, whatever, you will have freedom and liberation and autonomy. You will not owe, through laws, a bunch of no good people wanting to tax you, all right? You will be on your own. You'll be liberated. Liberation is the contrary of confinement. The more rules and regulations, the more you are boxed in. That's your captivity. And all this, we saw it unfold during that period, during the Panda mic, and they wanted more control, more confinement, and more captivity, and you had a lot of restrictions. Again, this is evil. This is your government playing BDSM games. That's right. They love that stuff. They love enslavement, all right? They're totally in BDSM, all right? Now, you just have to go to a pride parade and you'll see what I'm talking about. They're all there parading, and that's it. This has to do with this. If you don't want that, you have to get rid, and you have to get to the end, and you have to reject this guy, which is the personification of the alphabet. He's the Aleph-Tav, he's the Alpha and the Omega, first word, first letter and last letter of the alphabet. He's the personification of the alphabet. All right? And that's it. All this nonsense, as you can see, he's in black and white. All right? Black and white equals 22 when you do the alphanumerical total of the word black and white, and you add up the numbers that they add up to, like 65 for white, that would be 11, and 29 for black equals 29. That's your alphabet. As you can see here, he has 3 fingers pointing to a crescent moon, which is 2 angles. That's 2. And the same thing here, 3 fingers pointing out to the moon here, which is in black, okay, 2 angles. So that's your 22, which corresponds to your Hebrew alphabet. And 33, we understand that's magic. Here we go, we got the magic here, 3 days, 3 nights. And the cross, and this guy, our leader, okay, the ox, and the tav in back. So we got this here, we got this here, and you want this. You want to get out of the alphabet, all right? We don't want any more of this anymore. We don't want to live in confinement with artificial boundaries, okay, such as we could say, you know, your rules and regulations, your ID cards and all that. You can't get in, you can't do that. That is confinement, that's captivity, that's restrictions. Restrictions has to do with captivity. And your taxation system has to do with your servitude and your enslavement. Before 1930s, the United States did not have a taxation system, all right? They had a navy, they had an army, they had streets, they had a fire department, they had police, but they had no taxation. So if you start looking in the history of taxation, taxation has nothing to do with having to print money out of thin air. They can print as much money as they want. That's restricting your freedom. When you have no money, you can't do this. You're inside here. You stay home. All right. Same thing with your religion. When you stay inside the book, you're inside here. All right. You're confined. You're enslaved. All right. Through the black magic. All right. So yeah, it's a little bit of, you know, like running around making a big circle, but study this, understand the symbol means much more than the symbol itself. So it doesn't just mean, oh, it's A upside down, or it's Aleph, or it's an ox. There is a study. They spend a lot of time making shit up through this. And the same thing with this. Lots of stuff, okay? They wrote a whole book for you to believe in, and they made a whole lot of religion for the people that don't want this. They go in this direction, but it's still made out of the alphabet, which came out of this nonsense. So, and all of that nonsense. So there you go. All right. So remember, the panda mic was a way to confine and keep you in captivity. So there you go. That was another video. There you go.